take some deep breaths and relax. Allow your eyes to close or just kind of relaxing downward. And as you breathe, beginning with the inhale through the nose and the exhale through the mouth. Remembering that by bringing our attention to our breath in this way, we are doing far more than just feeding our body fresh oxygen, which we are, and that is great. And it is moving into the lungs more deeply than it normally does, therefore just giving the body more of it that we normally have. But what these deep breaths are also doing is connecting the body and mind, triggering deep feelings and experience and even chemical reactions of relaxation and peace and ease. So just through our intentions of settling in like this, we are creating more dopamine in the body and more of the hormones and reactions that the body has to the stimulus of rest and restoration. You can feel the lips now and let the breath move only through the nose. And why I like to bring our attention to our breath so much is so you know that if that is all you do through this class is breathe deeply, you are receiving so much benefit. The postures are helpful, of course, but somewhat secondary. The real benefit comes from our intention and our movement of meditation. Now extending your legs out in front of you, arms up overhead, full extension. Nice long stretch and over to one side and then the other, kind of slink down your chair and just allow that lengthening to happen. And then as you're lengthening one side, just use the chair for support to go a little deeper. It looks a little silly, but it feels good. And then just allow that other side to open up, trying to touch the foot to one side of the room and the hand to the other. And then release that back into the center. Sitting up nice and tall, let's bring our knees together and just fold over our knees. So a nice long breath here to settle you into the posture. Allow the head and the neck to relax. Allow the shoulders to relax too. And as you melt over your knees, just making sure that they stay together. You can even press them together slightly. Still creating a little bit of energy there in the lower part of the body as the upper body releases. See if you can create as much space as possible between the two shoulder blades. Even wrapping your shoulders around the knees, around the legs a little bit. Good, and then coming up to a flat spine, you know it as cobra. The palms on the knees, on the tops of the knees, draw the elbows back and the neck is nice and long and the back is strong. So just lengthen there. So the tailbone in one direction, the crown of the head in the other, and then relax it down again. So it's a gentle movement, just kind of creating space and then rounding in. Let's do that again. Inhale, lengthen, lengthen. Use the hands for support. And then exhale. One more time. And exhale. And then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, rolling yourself up. And now let's enjoy the 6 directions of the spine. My head's a little cut off. Let me just back that setup up a little bit. Always some adjustments, isn't there? much as I try to keep it consistent, it seems that it always needs a little wiggling. Okay, there we go. All right, now my feet are chopped off, but that's okay. We'll move it again in just a moment, and we'll be standing up here in our class as well. So the arms come out to the sides and up. And just gazing up towards your hands, just some gentle and easy extensions here. Inhale, and then exhale, coming down. Pointing the fingers down towards the ground as far as you can get them. So really create a lot of space in the neck. And then wide with your wings, really open up in the shoulders. Inhale, looking up at the fingers. Exhale. Not too much of a back bend here, just really an extension. Inhale, make yourself tall. And then exhale, bring it down. Now 6 directions of the spine, spinning the hands forward, drawing the legs together. I like to come up on my toes personally, but it's up to you. It just kind of helps for this inhale. Well, first inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, draw it in. That's where I bring the knees, or the heels up rather, as we round, holding onto the knees, round the belly, and then the heels relax down. You can slide your hands back or keep them on your knees, whatever you'd like to do. You can always use your hands, your arms in this way to open up, and then exhale. And just flow with it at your own pace. Inhale. Now you're feeling that beautiful but gentle in the beginning, especially until we're warmed up. Nice arch in the back. Lengthening up the belly. Exhale. 2 more like this. And 1 more. And then release back into the center, just placing your hands down, sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes for a moment, just feel that nice posture. Draw the lower belly in, the rib cage kind of tilts just slightly, so there's not such an arch in the back, but instead nice and flat. Imagine if there was a wall behind you and your lower back, your tailbone is kind of pressed right up against it. See if you could also press your middle back, upper back. See if you can kind of make that nice flat board extension behind you. And now lifting the eyes open, inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, just bringing the hands down to the sides. Now we'll do our side tilt, but with the 1 arm at a time. So the right arm comes up, and then exhale, tilt to the left. And then inhale, now you can draw the hands up or down. I'm going to bring them up, touch, and then exhale. You can kind of do the other direction, meaning like this. So it's up to you. Create a little bit bigger movement. Just keep flowing. Let your breath guide you. Close your eyes. Make sure that your sit bones stay grounded. And see if you can deepen into your tilt a little more each time. One more either side. Last one. Good, coming into the center, gazing up towards your hands, and exhale, hands to heart. Now the twist, sitting up nice and tall. You might want to come away from your chair a little bit here. And grounding the feet down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bringing the hands down onto the left side of the body and to the left side of the chair. Now, we've done this so many times, so you know all the different modifications that you could have here. You could also cross the legs. So, you do whatever twist that you're drawn to today. So just make sure that they're the same on both sides. First, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turning to the left. Inhale, lengthen, and go ahead and deepen it in. Pay no mind to what I'm doing. Just moving really into your own body, feeling the delicate sensations here. Aim to have your knees on one flat plane. That will naturally bring the twist up into the upper body rather than the lower body, the hips, legs. Most importantly, each inhale lengthens us, and each exhale draws us into the pose a little deeper. And then release into the center. Inhale, lengthen. Other side. Checking in with the legs at least once. I like to leave my hands there to make sure that the knees, legs stay on one plane, but it's up to you. You can draw the knees together, kind of the inner thighs press. That also helps to secure the lower body. Pressing with your left hand into your legs to help you deepen. And then release. Good. Coming back into the center, let's just roll the shoulders out a little bit. And then we'll move into our sun salutation. So you can pretty much stay right where you are on the chair, a little bit forward. Inhale, arms out to the sides and up. Exhale, fold forward, nice flat back, coming down nice and easy, no rush. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the shins, palms on the shins. Lengthen the spine. You don't even really need to look up unless you need a little refresher of where we're at, but otherwise just keeping the neck in line. And then exhale, bring it down. Inhale, the right knee comes up. Draw it in close to the chest, chin up. Just hold it for just some extra breath here. Exhale. Inhale, draw the knee in nice and firm. And exhale, relax down. Other side, inhale. Extra breath, exhale. Inhale, draw in. Try to touch the knee to the armpit. Exhale, relax it down. Inhale, cobra, like we did earlier. So just a very gentle arch in kind of the neck and head area. And exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep flowing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Right knee in. Just one time, keep flowing. Left knee in and up. And exhale. Cobra or up dog. You can go a little higher now if you'd like. Exhale. Inhale. Firm belly. Hands to heart. Again. Hearing that breath move to the back of your throat. Close your eyes and really get into it. See if you can feel this ocean-like quality move you like the waves. Hands on knees. Long, slow breath. Exhale. Hands to heart. Halfway up. Lengthen and fold. Right knee in. Exhale. Left knee in. And hold here. Keeping your left knee pulled into your chest. Sitting up off the back of the chair now. And just extend your left leg out in front of you. Interlace behind the left thigh. Extend the left leg. Flex the left foot. And just notice the way that the weight of the leg into the hands helps extend the shoulders down, creating a nice long neck. So just using a little core strength here, see if you can lift the leg just a little bit higher, but while the back stays nice and upright. And now draw the knee in, lean back just slightly, chin up. And then in that same leaned back position, extend the left leg out, arms up. And now there's more of a V. Exhale, draw it in, tuck it in. See if you can touch your chin or your nose to your knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw it in. And continue like this a few times. For me, I realize I need to move a little bit, shift a little bit closer to the front of the chair so that I have a little more space behind me to open up that V. So make any adjustments that you're feeling you need. You feel this quadricep of the left leg working, as well as the abdominals warming up. Deep breath. And one more. Now keep the knee in that drawn in position, then straighten up the back. And now let's just do some knee circles. The left knee holding with the left hand. Moving that, the nice big circle as if you were drawing them like we do with our elbows sometimes. The same, drawing a big circle with your knee. Other direction now. Core strength there to just help support the body. Also allowing the leg to relax more and the knee to open. Good. Drawing in again, nice and firm. And then extend the left leg out in front of you and forward fold. So just from where you're at, first inhale, lengthen your back, and then exhale. So you're not going to be able to keep a nice straight back here. Most of us are not flexible quite enough for that in a chair. So that's okay. And a rounded spine is fine. And you're kind of drawing the nose towards the knee, but the left leg is straight. Good. And then release that left leg down. Sitting up tall, other side. So first just extend the right leg out, interlace behind the left thigh, the right thigh, excuse me, and the right leg out. Did I say that? I might have said it wrong. So the right leg is out. Obviously the other one from what we just did. So hopefully if you're mirroring me, that is your right leg, then you're interlacing behind the right thigh and letting the neck be nice and long, shoulders relaxed. Kind of shift your hips forward a little bit perhaps and feel that sitting back energy a bit more. And then exhale, draw the knee in, knee to nose, and then open it up into a V. And then flow like this. Exhale, come in. Inhale, open it up. Straighten out that V as much as you can on those two planes. Chin up. Continue flowing, big breath. And one more. Holding it in as you squeeze, exhale. And now release, just sitting up tall, holding onto the knee with your right hand, and then just opening it up in this nice big circle. Keep your breath flowing, and then reverse it. Good. One more. And then keeping the knee again drawn into the chest with the right knee, and then extend the right knee out, extend the right leg out, interlace behind the knee or the calf. The knee's a little tough because the leg will bend really easily. So if you can't reach the calf, then just, the thigh is fine too. So wherever you come to is perfect. Just sitting up nice and tall. The idea here is to have the left leg, the right leg, straight. It's not helping, is it? Inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale, fold forward. So your back is going to round. Your abdomen strength can help you to draw even closer your upper body toward your right leg. Use the strength of your arms to lift that leg up a little higher too if you can. And then release it down, draw the knee into the chest one last time, and release. Nice. Now opening the knees nice and wide. Kind of as wide as you can get it comfortably. You don't want to feel too much heat or warmth or pinching on the inner thigh muscles. Now shifting your weight into your feet, feeling all four corners of your feet nicely rooted to the ground, and then just tilting forward, hands down onto the ground. Now, if you can't reach your hands to the ground, then just keep your hands on your legs. You might hold onto the shins or the ankles. But otherwise, just making your way down as far as you can and really releasing as you will feel any tension in the hips. Deep breaths. One more big one here. Use your hands for support to bring you up. And then drawing the legs together. Now, just shifting forward again on your chair and draw your left leg up towards your chest. So we're just going to do pigeon, kind of how we usually do where we lay it down onto our other leg. This time we're going to bring the leg in. Hopefully we're warmed up enough to do this. Now, all of us are going to be in different degrees here. Some of us will be here where we're just holding the foot, but some can draw it in a little closer to the chest. You could perhaps cradle the lower leg, like a little baby cradle here, right? And so wherever you're at is perfect. Just really looking to open up in the left hip with the leg drawn across diagonal. And then sitting up tall or a little bit taller and draw inward as you exhale. Good, one more breath, close your eyes, just settle into this pose, into the feelings and sensations especially. And then slowly release it down. Other side. Big breath. Make sure that you're lined up in the center and not, rolled over to one side like that, but instead the lower leg is kind of facing towards the computer / front of the room. Nice, one more breath. Close your eyes, feel into it. And then release down. Sitting up tall. One breath. And then sliding off to the left side of your chair. Just letting the right leg stay down, hooking and kind of holding, creating that bind with the left foot behind you. And so you know this one, we've done it many times. We're holding on to the base of the chair, drawing the knee down toward the ground, kind of arrowing down. Good, sitting up tall, see if you can draw the left foot a little closer to your butt. Arrow down. Feel that adjustment there as you arrow. It kind of opens it, extends it, and then release. Let's slide over and do the other side. Arrow it down and release. Now we're going to slide off the front of the chair. You can just leave the chair exactly as it is, turning to the side, and we're going to create the lunge. This is where we're going to bring the knee down to the ground, so you'll want something soft beneath you, either a towel or a little pillow or whatnot. If you're on hard floors, that is. If you're on carpet, you might be fine. So you are coming into your lunge, so just take a moment here to set up. Use the chair for support. You want to make sure that if you're mirroring me, your right leg is out in front, and your, therefore, right knee is over the right ankle. So just check down and make sure that you've got good alignment there. Adjust that back leg accordingly to move the front leg around, of course, and then release the back foot. Angle your shoulders toward the side wall. And see now if you can dip a little further into it. So here, yes, your right knee will come a bit forward, but nothing to be too concerned about. It's very subtle, and it's really this beautiful hip opening. It's a hip flexor extension here on the left side. So close your eyes and just feel again into this pose more deeply. Let your hips relax down to the ground. Feel very stable in that right foot. And if you'd like, you can extend the left arm out in front of you. The other arm can stay on your chair or it can extend out in front of you. But I really wanted to bring more focus into the hips, so I'm going to leave my hand down just so the balance stays strong. and I can open a bit more comfortably. One more breath. And then just very gently pushing into the right foot and coming out of it. So just bring the right leg back, switch over, and then extend the left leg out in front of you. Same thing, adjust, make a couple adjustments so that the left knee is over the left ankle. And then release the back foot out and tilt into the left knee a little deeper. Now this time we'll want to bring the other hand out in front of you. You might find a little more balance here naturally, but if not, feel free to just reach over and hold gently, just a couple fingers onto your chair if that helps. Close your eyes. Relax into it. See if you can deepen, allowing the hips to come a little closer to the ground. And then slowly releasing out. Use your hand for support. Coming back onto your knees. And while we're here, let's just sit down with our head to the ground and our hips coming back onto our heels. So this is child's pose. You might know it from other classes. Now you can't really see me when I go down there, can you? So your arms are stretched out in front of you and the forehead is coming to the ground. Now the hips can stay up off the heels, or you can shift back if you're a little bit more flexible and just sit down onto the backs of your legs. Just take a couple breaths here. If for any reason this is uncomfortable, then come on up and sit into your chair. Okay, shifting up so that you're on your knees again, and now we'll come into our relaxation posture. So you can kind of, since we're already down here, you can spin your legs around and put them up onto the chair and have your upper body on the ground, or you can sit back into your chair. You can do whatever you'd like, but just take your time, make your way there. And we will do one more posture, one more movement when we get to wherever we're going. So just get into your spot that you'd like to rest in. Take your time and move with deep breaths even now. And now wherever you are, either laying on your back or sitting up in a chair, on your couch, wherever it is that you head to for the relaxation, let's enjoy just one more gentle twist. So if possible, you can cross the legs over or just leave them right where they're at, and then just open up in the upper body. Twisting in one direction, and then release onto the other side. And coming back into the center. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice tight hug, hug, hug. And then release it into your relaxation position, wherever you'd like to go. I'm going to make some adjustments here as well. Once you're grounded and comfortable, you can find stillness. Then go ahead and close your eyes. A few deep breaths here. As you relax into this posture even more. Reminding yourself that there is nowhere to go, there's nothing to do. Just be present. Just be here now. Noticing your breath flowing, and that's it. All the to-dos, the tasks, the schedule, we'll come back to it all. For the next 10 minutes or so, let's just be. Feel your body becoming even more heavy. It's as if the muscles all let go, lose their grip on the bones, and start to melt. Feel that melting feeling in the feet, the ankles, the lower legs, knees, upper legs. Your legs are completely relaxed. Relaxing the hips, the low back, middle back, upper back. Relaxing the shoulders, the chest, the abdomen, the pelvis. All the internal organs, but the whole torso completely relaxed. Now relaxing the hands, wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms. Arms, totally letting go, feeling heavy. Relax. Relaxing your neck, your head, face, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, scalp, brain. Relax. From head to toe, settle down. Be still. Feel completely at ease. No need to control or maneuver your breath anymore. Just let that flow naturally and freely. From head to toe, let go. Let go. Now gently begin to deepen your breath again, but your body stays still. Really feeling aware of your body, drawing the mind back in. Settling into your heart space, that love and compassion center of the body. And I wanted to share a quote and just give us a moment to think about this. This quote is by Jane Goodall. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. So the question to ponder for a few moments before we move and come back into the rest of our day is, can I commit to living today with the knowledge that all that I do has an impact on the world? So can I commit to living today with the knowledge that all that I do has an impact on the world? Just recognizing that power of our influence, no matter who we are. First and foremost, always having an influence on ourselves, our mindset, having a huge influence on our body and our state of being, our emotions. But every person we interact with, even if we aren't physically seeing many people, either on the telephone or remotely, or the neighbors that we pass by in the streets, our family, these other beings have a moment to feel our light. And how is it that we want to share that? What message, what simple message would we like them to come away with? By bringing our attention here, we're able to get more clear before we have these interactions. This is what we call just living with awareness, rather than just responding to everything, reacting to everything. We intentionally come forward with clarity, with connection. So let's hold in our heart today the power of our light and our influence on others. As your breath begins to deepen, you can wiggle your fingers and toes a little. And then gently making your way out of the position that you're in and sitting up, unless you are already there, then just continuing. Sitting up nice and tall. One more deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. And now if you'd like, if it's comfortable, you can bring your palms together and your hands toward your heart. Just feeling this practice with intention, with connection, with purpose. And we can sound an Om together if you'd like to join in. Om. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Thank you for joining. Namaste. And we will be back together next week. So this is kind of how we'll do it, is, as I mentioned at the top, we'll have our practice, kind of get into one area of the body or kind of one set of movements or, one kind of theme, and then a nice long relaxation. So I hope you enjoy that. The Shavasana, the long relaxation at the end, that can be just as powerful, and it is just as powerful as meditation, no matter what position you're sitting in, which is that kind of awareness of deep letting go. So hopefully that is something that really rejuvenates you through the day, as well as gives you, this nice balanced mindset to come out from this practice. So we will see you all next time. I saw a message. Crawl up here. One time weekly, Kathleen. Yes, one time weekly. Oh, a little sad face. Yeah, we weren't, we didn't know what was working best for everyone. So we're certainly open to feedback. As I always have said, please keep sharing that. It's a little tricky, my hair's a mess today. It's a little tricky for me, someone who has spent countless hours teaching to a live audience, so that I can get response, so I can get some feedback to know how to guide the class appropriately. So without being able to connect in this way, in this, in a physical way, and see each other, which is fine. There certainly are benefits of it, as we've mentioned in some of our classes. But at the same time, I want to know what's working for you and what's not working for you. I mean, the teacher can't really serve you well if that's not their highest intention, right? So, so let us know what you think. And thank you, Rob. Thank you, Amanda. You were beautiful. Put myself back together. So yeah, so let us know what you think. We're here and our ears are open, and we love all of you. I very much enjoy spending this time together. So I'm here for you. Oh, it's the Keeks. Okay, well, thanks, Keeks. I love you guys, and we will talk soon. See you next week. Bye for now.